my stage of the game, I'm not looking for the responsibility of 3 children. Oh, 2 phones, the work phone, and I'm kind of getting a little long in the tooth now, so it's time to get serious and find somebody. Now that tells you something about a woman. You know, that tells you she could be a keeper. So the secret of finding a date is you want a pretty girl, but she's got to be fun, cool, and nice to hang out with. And it's hard to find both. Does that mean she can beat my ass? We're gonna have to go home and wrestle and see how tough you are.
No puedo hacer nada.
But, you know, it's easy to fall in love with you. But you come with 3 children. So, if I fall in love with you, the children come in the package. Understandably so. My name is Dave, and I'm 70 years old. I have 3 daughters, and of course they all have an opinion. I have a son. And, you know, on my first couple tours, they were quite concerned about who I was going to come home with. But after being on as many tours as I have, I've used pretty good sense, and I haven't made any bad decisions yet. So I think they're pretty comfortable with what I'm doing, and they just want me to be happy. Everybody has a dating value, the way I look at it. So the people I can date, there's a certain type of people I can date in the United States within a certain age range and just a certain range. You know, I don't want to be with a woman with younger kids. I'd like to meet a woman whose kids are grown. Most men don't think about this, but that's one of the first things a woman looks at is your nails. Yeah. So here I am in Mexico City, and I'm trying to swoon a woman, and what better way to do it is than to look the best I can look.
What you want to do is you want to just talk like you normally would to the person. Not like, hey, tell her that. No, you're talking, as you're talking and looking in her eyes, and she's talking to you looking in your eyes, the interpreter should be like this, I hate to say this, but like a piece of furniture or a machine that is just interpreting.
The translator is your wingman. They're your teammate. You need to take care of your teammate because she represents you, and you need to be on the same page with her. So I always found to spoil my translator because she's the most important person there. Don't be cheap about buying her lunch. You know, I'm embarrassed to sit there and eat in front of somebody. You know, I always buy them lunch or I buy them a drink. I treat them like they're a third date.
I go get a drink. What? Yeah. Okay. So she just came.
Okay.
My interpreter, so we're talking.
Okay.
You're sitting at the table, and there's 8 women there, and you're paying attention to 1 or 2, and not the others. You're hurting their feelings. Hi there. How are you? How are you tonight? You're looking very lovely.
¿Qué dice?
Oh, looking very lovely.
Ay, gracias. ¿Tú crees que me puedas? Pregúntale si me quiere dar su número de teléfono. Que yo le doy el mío, porque como estoy trabajando, nunca puedo hablar con él.
Just give me if you want to share the for Toto and WhatsApp because she's working now and she's busy, but she will.
Okay, I have, what's it? Yes, I'll get it for her. Oh, you want it now? These have 400 girls. 400.
You cannot remember even the faces.
Well, but it wasn't speed dating. You just got up and you mingled. Yeah. First of all, thank you. No. Poquito.
Hay que enseñarles el tequila. Y ven, por eso estamos preparando la
I am from New York.
Organizamos un brindisito con tequila también.
Why am I here?
¿Listos?
to find a lady.
¿Ya están mis caballeros en sus nuevas piezas?
Why Mexico?
Ya estamos listos.
Find love. That's a better answer.
Mire, ponle tiempo, por favor.
Not necessarily a Mexican girl. I like Latin women. They're very warm and kind and caring. I've spent time in Latin America in the last year or so, and Mexico has been on my list, and so here I am. Yeah, I like it. It seems very nice. I've only been here for 3 days.
Lo están grabando y siguiendo con cámaras porque
To know how to talk to ladies at the table.
porque saben que tiene experiencia de hablar con mujeres en la mesa, entonces sí saben que va a ser bien.
So they're using me as an example.
Lo están usando como un ejemplo. You're doing very, very well.
Thank you. I'm old.
¿Y cuántos años tienes?
I'm 70.
70.
You don't look like 70.
I do not. And I am 70 years old. I don't look like I'm 70. I don't act like I'm 70. But that's what it says on my birth certificate.
What do you think about being married with a woman with little kids?
With how many?
With little,
Little kids.
yeah, like 7 years old.
It scares the hell out of me.
It scares you?
He is very wise. He's actually a very nice man. I know him personally.
Very charming, interesting.
But he's still dangerous so much.
Well, every man should be a little dangerous. Every woman should be a little dangerous. That's what makes things exciting. Okay. That's what makes it about Latin men is they shower affection onto their girlfriends, but then they shower the same affection on the girl next door. And that's not, I'm more like a Boy Scout. You know, I'm honest, I'm trustworthy, I'm dependable, and I'll always be there for you. I hope to see every one of you again. Okay. Thank you. There was more girls tonight. There was 10 more girls tonight than last night.
10 more.
10 more. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
I went to.
How do you feel it with a lot of girls?
How do I what?
How do you feel it?
How do I feel it?
Yeah, because we are a lot of girls. And you guys are just 8.
I know. It's hard.
So I think we are a lot of girls. We're just 8 men.
Yep.
So how are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling okay about it. You know, you shouldn't be, but I'm okay with it.
Really?
It makes it better for me. I get more choice of ladies.
Well, I am thinking that you are a little confused with a lot of girls.
Well, it's hard work. Everything last night ran without a hitch. I had a great time as usual. I had my coach come over and give me a little nudge when I was going in the wrong direction, pointed me back in the right direction last night, which is greatly appreciated.
So, what you take about Mexico City?
Mexico City is a lot of fun. The ladies are great. I like their English level, for one. Last night was a great night at the social, as usual.
Some might say, well, Dave, you've done this, but you haven't been successful. You haven't met that woman of your dreams yet, and you're not married. So it hasn't worked for you. Do you look at it that way, or?
Oh no, it's probably worked too well. I probably have too good a time. And, I think men in the United States, they meet a woman and they don't have a lot of choices and they settle. And that's why there's so many divorces. So I come here and I meet all these women. And it's like one amazing woman after another. And, and you lecture me all the time. And Maria, your girl in Colombia, does too. You got to get serious. You're having too much fun. And that's the problem. I'm having too much fun. But everybody's different. And I'm kind of getting a little long in the tooth now. So it's time to get serious and find somebody.
Tonight we are going to be more focused in the kind of woman he would like to find. So we are preparing like more jokes and more games. I'm not telling you about because it's a secret, but yes, we have a plan.
You know, I had a drink. Last night I had 3 drinks and I had 1 too many. So tonight I was going to slow it down. I had 1 before I came in. And then I wanted to focus on you ladies. I don't know, I'm just surprised. We'll contact her, we'll set up a place and meet her there? Yeah. Okay, good.
There were 62 women there, and there were some nice girls there, and it was a good time to be had. Had a lot of fun. I walked away with 4 or 5 dates. So tomorrow morning for breakfast, I have a date with a very nice girl, Michelle. So I'll probably spend 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'll probably spend till 1 o'clock with her. Then I'll come back to the hotel, and then Yvonne will be here probably around 3. Hi.
I'm so sorry.
You're not that late. That's fine. That's good. That's fine. It's good. It's good. Fine. Have a seat. Oh, well, I shouldn't even say Latin ladies. All ladies are always 10 minutes fashionably late. So, and you called, Anna called me and told me you were going to be late. So it's all good. I've been on 10 socials. In 10 years, I've been on 10 socials. I've been to Ukraine. I've been to Colombia. I've been to Costa Rica. But I've never been to Mexico. You know, going to the Ukraine so many times, their personality just didn't fit for what I was looking for. So when I had the opportunity to come here, I knew, you know, your personality is very similar to the ladies in Colombia or the ladies in Costa Rica. You know, very warm and very friendly.
So the place is nice, right?
It is a very nice place. Very, yeah, it's really nice. It's a great spot to come. I was impressed when I walked in. I liked it. And now, have you lived here your whole life?
I born in Guadalajara, and then when I was a child, I come back here in the city with my parents. So I live here all my life.
Okay.
Here in the city, so for me it's really safe and exists here everything.
And you are perfect. You're like the perfect Latin lady. You're very warm. You're very friendly. You speak great English, even though you don't think you do. You speak great English. Oh, 2 phones, work phone and.
For the one more.
Yep. Okay. Good. Good for you. You're a popular lady.
The work and the club. What is your plan?
My plan.
Yeah.
Well, I'm retired. So I had a car dealership and I sold my car dealership. And now I buy and sell stocks. And I can do that from anywhere. So I'm retired. I can go anywhere in the world and do anything. And my plan is I'd like to meet someone. I don't have a set plan. It depends on the person I meet.
I like work. I enjoy always my family.
Right.
And I enjoy everything about the family. I'm staying home and I like that. So
You're looking for a financially secure, mature man.
not too much at the finance because I work. But yes, for me it's really important the values. And it's really important mature in the
Mature.
yeah,
Yes.
mature in the mind, because sometimes and it's not problem for the age. And it's the truth now.
You're not only thinking for yourself, you're thinking for 3 other people. So you have to make a very wise decision. Well, you know what? I'm open to anything. I think if the chemistry is good, you work on it, you figure it out. So I have a friend who's asking me, how's my day going? So I want you to take a picture and wave to him like this so I can send it to him. Okay, good. I did that because I want to make him jealous. When he sees a beautiful woman out with me for breakfast, he's going to get jealous. Date went well. Very nice lady. Spoke very good English. Real charming, witty woman. I said charming twice there, sorry. She was 40. Her name was Michelle. She's definitely a little younger than the normal girl I have a date with, but when I met her and she was interested in me, I said, let me spend a little more time talking to her. So I set up a date. Between you and I, probably not. I know I could fall in love with her very quickly. She's a beautiful, charming woman, but you know, at my stage of the game, I'm not looking for the responsibility of 3 children. I don't think we're eating here. I don't think we're ordering food. So we went and took a tour of the city. We went to a beautiful cathedral, some beautiful buildings. We hung out there for 3 or 4 hours. We stopped in the nicest part of the town, did a little sightseeing, and then my date and I stayed there and we went to dinner. I don't remember seeing that thing sitting there before. That statue. Oh, it's not, that's a man. Yeah. Every time I date a woman, I tend to pick the high maintenance girls. It's a whole big room. Look count. And when I get all done, I say, oh, she was pretty, but you know, she was a little too high maintenance. And every time I say to myself, you need to pick a girl that's just a little plainer, you know, not quite so high maintenance. And this girl falls into that category. And she proved it today because when we went to have dinner, she said, let's split a dinner. And then when the check came, the first thing she did was grab it out of my hand and check it over and make sure that all the prices were right. Now that tells you something about a woman. Now that's a good sign. That tells you that she's concerned about your money. And that's, you know, that tells you she could be a keeper. So Yvonne, her name is Yvonne. She's 49 years old. And she's a very nice girl. This girl has some really good signs. This girl could potentially be the one. So I had an opportunity to see her again tomorrow afternoon.
Madrid,
Madrid.
and Spain is
Very similar. Yeah. Oh, you been there?
yeah.
So we go this way?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool. What do you have a nickname at the gym? Do they call you the monster?
Ajá, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo los he visto, pero The American Furious, el programa de American Furious.
American Furious?
Ajá. The program, ¿no?
American Gladiator? Yeah.
Gladiator.
Gladiator. Gladiator. They call you that? Gladiator?
I like.
I bet she's strong, huh? Yeah. Some guys see the women that are bodybuilders with all the muscles. I think that's sexy. And most men look and say, oh, that's disgusting. I think it's beautiful because I know it's hard to do. I think it's sexy. I really do. But it's interesting how women, unless they flex, you don't notice it as much as men. I mean, men, you notice that they're big bodybuilders. And women, you don't notice as much. It is so nice, the communication that we already have. No, now you're looking at me like you don't mean it. You're looking at me like, yeah. Right? She's looking at me, yeah. I think the communication we have is very nice.
Okay, thank you.
The only thing that worries me a little bit when I talked about your husband and you made that, and I talked about your son and you met him, you go, I don't want you to make that look at me. I don't want you to go, give me that look.
My face is
show
expression.
him. Show him the expression. Show him the expression when I talk about your. You go. Your mad expression about your son. You're like.
Con David, 2 veces ayer salimos al centro a un tour. Nos la pasamos muy divertido, súper bien, caminando, conociendo. Y es una súper gran persona, es muy buen hombre. Es caballeroso, es gentil, es educado.
I'm going to try not to have to make a decision. It's always best to have 2 or 3 choices when you leave. Because the hardest part about this isn't the dating here, it's keeping it going once you're gone. So you like to have 2 or 3 good, solid options if you can on the way out the door to work on over the next month or so.
Dave, how are you, sir?
Hello, John. How are you? It's nice to hear from you.
See how you're doing. Last time I saw you, we were in Mexico. So how did things wind up for you down there? Are we in love?
Actually, I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I decided I want to have a part-time place back in Florida, and the Villages is a great place to hang out. It's like a college sorority for seniors. And although she's a little younger, you know, it fits my lifestyle perfect, and it's somewhere where she can fit right in. And I think we'll have a good time there. So I said, look, I want to look at some homes while I'm there. Let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I said, you know, who knows, you could be part of my life. Why don't you come and help me look at houses and get a little of your input? And I said, see what life is like. I gave her a choice. I said, we can go to Punta Cana for a week on an all-inclusive. And I rang up the numbers in my head. And I said, or we could go to the Villages and you could see what life is like in the United States. And the way I sold it to her, she liked that idea. She said, yeah, I'd like to see what life is like in the United States. So it's probably going to cost about 1/3 to have her in the Villages of what it would have cost in Punta Cana. But we'll have just as much fun and just as good a time. And she will get to see what life is like in the Villages and where I'm going to be in the life that I want to live.